and we're at Malvern in a field. There's only us here.
They hadn't catered for us. They said, oh, how many people do you want transporting us as well? There's 2 adults and 2 dogs. They've asked us a few times.
Bye, Bertie.
We thought we were getting in with him. And they're not. We're just like stranded in a field.
Bugger.
It's not funny, John. I don't know why I can smile.
It's an adventure, love.
No,
it is.
It's a nightmare.
It's an adventure.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Bertie Boast, the one and only YouTube channel stuck in the field. It's now gone 4 o'clock and still no tractor. So if you don't know what this is about, please go and watch our previous vlogs. It's a definite must to catch up with what's happening. But we have broken down in the field and we are waiting recovery. So I just hope to God they come tonight, that's all I can say. So we are stuck in a field that was part of a festival that's everybody's gone home now. So we're going to do the big reveal on Zoe's hair. Come on then, Zoe, big reveal, and it is, come on.
At least he's not purple.
Orange, we're orange again, aren't we, Zoe?
Yeah.
I honestly thought you were dyeing it purple.
I know, a bit worried when I saw purple hair dye.
So we're waiting, aren't we, for this tractor.
Yeah.
So,
I might go and ring them up actually, because I'm getting a bit worried now.
well, it's getting a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah. I can see us staying here tonight at this rate.
I can. Good job we got a motor home, innit?
Yeah. Here comes his little order. Can you just see it coming in there? Here it comes. Oh, I hope Bertie's going to fit on there. Don't look that big. Oh yeah, I think he'll fit on. It's a lot bigger than what I thought.
At least he's got plenty of room.
Yeah, but how's Bertie going to fit on there?
You pick it up and put it on. There's going to be a big crane come, lift it up, Zoe, and put it on.
Where's crane though?
On Zoe. I do worry. Get that shot, he goes underneath it, look.
Wow, it's good.
What is that?
Yeah.
There it is, loaded up, ready to go. Latest saga. So they've come to pick it up, which is brilliant, and earlier on they said it's 2 adults, 2 dogs. Yeah, it's come to pick it up to take it to Copson's Commercials, and then he says to us, are you getting there? And I went, well, with you? He says, I ain't got enough seats in my lorry. He says, I'm not taking you. He says, have they not given you a taxi or anything? I went, no. So we've rung them up, haven't we? And they've forgotten about us, haven't they, Zoe? Yeah. They've forgotten about us. So we're now going to be left in the field. So we've got blanket out at least anyway, Zoe. In case we're sleeping in the field, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a bottle of water.
Can you bar? Pretend you're a sheep. Because Bertie's about to go. and we're at Malvern in a field. There's only us here.
They hadn't catered for us. They said, oh, how many people do you want transporting us as well? There's 2 adults and 2 dogs. They've asked us a few times.
Bye, Bertie.
We thought we were getting in with him. And they're not. We're just like stranded in a field.
Bugger.
It's not funny, John. I don't know why I can smile.
It's an adventure, love.
No,
it is.
It's a nightmare.
It's an adventure. Look at Bertie go. We do hope to save some money on fuel. Bye Bertie, hopefully we'll see you later. Bye. You make yourself comfortable there, love?
Well, we've probably got 2 hours to wait here. And no food.
Oh no. You start with shakes. You know what we're saying about our luck, if we didn't have any bad luck, there'd be no luck at all. And look at us, in a field, no motorhome. Always look on the bright side of life. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. I find it funny, but you're proper scared, aren't you?
Don't like it.
We will hit on a blanket now at Malvern whilst we wait for a telephone call to whether we can have a hire car or not. I love. Whilst my motorhome's gone. We didn't expect that one, did we, love?
No, I thought we were going with motorhome.
We didn't expect him to leave us behind. Man down. Dogs and kiss, great. Yeah, no else is going to go wrong, Zoe. You know what I mean? It'll be this time tomorrow when Bertie's fixed and everything, we'll be saying, do you remember that time we were stuck in that field? We'll laugh about it, Zoe. I think you're at your lowest point, aren't you, since we've been doing motorhoming with this one, aren't we, Zoe?
Yeah.
We're now actually, I mean, we physically are homeless. We're just on a blanket at Malvern. Stranded. Dog's happy. See, we need to be more like a dog, Zoe. Look at him. He don't care.
He's happy.
Be like a dog. He don't care.
No, usually I can cope with quite a lot. It's just a string of things, isn't it?
It is a moment, isn't it?
With the door breaking, and the new clutch, that performance, the bad news about Millie, and then we've had all that trouble with some YouTubers, which mess with your head. Now we're stranded here. You know, it's just a lot of string of things.
Yeah.
All I want to do after this is go to Withens side of the sea and just chill. To my happy place.
Your happy place. Aww. So what's happening now? They're going to send a taxi for us, or are we getting a hire car?
It's looking like we're getting a taxi in a minute.
Yeah, as long as we get 50 mile away to where his motorhome's just bloody gone. We're good.
As we get us there, then we'll take it from there, eh?
Yeah. See? You see? Every silver cloud and all that. You don't have to sleep here tonight, Zoe. You're sending a taxi for us.
Yeah, and it's all paid for and everything.
Do they know we've got dogs?
We'll soon find out.
They don't know we've got dogs.
Well, if not, they'll be getting another phone call.
Bloody hell, huh? You have to fit through, love. Can you fit through there?
John, taxi will be here soon, hurry up.
You're going to have to fit through first. Oh, bloody hell. Go on. Get your leg over. We can't even get out at Malvern Showground. Steady. Whoa, whoa. Oh, that's better. That's easier now, Zoe. You want dog now? Bloody hell. Busty. Just waiting for a taxi now. See, this is what homeless people do, Zoe. You got your blanket, haven't you?
Yeah. Some people do this all the time.
I know. Look how lucky you are. You're just so spoilt, you, Zoe. That's the problem. I spoil you to death.
Yeah, okay.
Right. A catch up from when I turned the camera off, waiting for the taxi, to now. So, the taxi turned up for us, didn't it? Thankfully. And they let us put a sheet on the back seat of the taxi for dogs to go on. Because not all taxis take dogs, as you know. Brilliant. All's good. It's going to be paid for, the taxi, by the insurance company, even though we are not covered when they said we were covered, and then decided we weren't covered, and then weren't going to pay for it, and then ended up paying for it because they recorded the telephone conversation they had with us saying that we were. Following all this, it gets really confusing. So taxi's turned up for us, jumps in, brilliant, off we go. Right, bearing in mind that Bertie is well on his way to Cannock at this point. So we sets off, and I looked on his screen where the destination that he was going to, and he was going to Barnsley, South Yorkshire, which is 3 hours away. And I went, well, we're not going to Barnsley. He went, well, this is the address I've got from the insurance. He said, well, that's my job number. He says, you need to phone the insurance company. If you want to change it, he says, you need to ring insurance up. He says, but that's my job number. And I went, you are kidding me. I says, don't take me to Barnsley. I says, motorhome's in Cannock. I says, not only that, I've got the motorhome keys on me enter, because I couldn't give the keys to the recovery lorry. Oh, that's a big word, isn't it? A recovery lorry, because he was just dropping the motorhome off, and who would he give the keys to? So I kept hold of the keys, so he could then just lock the van up outside the garage, and then we could come later and obviously unlock the van and stay in the van tonight as we arranged with garage. He says, oh no, I says, no, I says, Cannock's only an hour away. He went, oh, all right then, I'll take you to Cannock. So I thought, well, yeah, because you've been paid for a job, and now it's a lot shorter. So we got that one sorted out, didn't we? Yeah. So we did a U-turn, and we started heading in the right direction, following Bertie, to come here to Cannock, didn't we? And then, not 10 minutes later, did your phone ring, and it's the garage. They've received his motorhome. Fantastic news, brilliant, and it's outside the garage. Fantastic news. He says, but I've just thought, he says, I want to put it into the workshop. I mean, this is 7 o'clock at night, and the guy's still here, bless him, still working. He says, I want to put it into garage and put it onto ramps. He says, but I've just thought, if it's going to be up in air, you're not going to be able to stay in it tonight. So he said, but we need to stay in it tonight. It's 7 o'clock at night now. He says, no, he says, you'll not be able to stay in it. He says, I thought you were going into an hotel. So I says, well, we tried to get into an hotel, but we couldn't get into an hotel, because if you follow us previous vlogs, if you're keeping up this story, the closest hotel is 16 miles away, isn't it, Zoe?
Yeah.
And they're fully booked tonight, so we ain't going there. I says, unless we are sleeping in Bertie tonight, we've got absolutely nowhere to stay tonight. We're sleeping on streets. I mean, we've been pretty close to sleeping on streets today. It's been scary today. This is the closest we've been to actually being on the streets at night.
Yeah.
So I says, if we don't sleep in Bertie tonight, we're out on streets with dogs. So he says, yeah, he says, fair enough. He says, but at the end of the day, he says, if I can't get your motorhome in tonight, he says, I'll not be able to get around to doing your motorhome until Wednesday. Which means you're still going to need a hotel Tuesday night. Where day? I'm losing track of days. Monday. Tuesday night. So I thought, well, that's better. At least it gives us more notice.
All day to sort a hotel out.
Got all day to sort a hotel out. You can't drop it on us at 7 o'clock at night to find a hotel. That ain't happening, is it?
Not
so,
with 2 dogs.
So fortunately, it says, yeah, that's absolutely fine, and we don't mind it taking an extra day. We just need somewhere to stay tonight.
Yeah.
So taxi drivers brought us here, hadn't they? And we had another bit of a panic attack. Why, Zoe?
Yes.
Because we come here and gates are locked and shut, aren't they?
And I'm thinking that,
Can't even get to Bertie.
No.
But fortunately, we rung number and they've let us in, haven't they? So we now got back to the motorhome after all that panic.
Yeah.
We're back with Bertie again, outside the garage at Cops and Commercials, now in Cannock. Yay!
Look at you with a smile on your face.
Things like this don't bother me.
It does me.
You see, this is me and you different. Things like this don't bother me. What it is it's people that bother me. But people don't bother you, but things like this do. How are you feeling this morning, Zoe?
Good. Yeah.
We're good this morning.
It's going to be a good day today.
Good day, sun's out.
We're going to get Bertie fixed and we're going to go off to Wivensey later.
You were happy you got back to Bertie last night, I think.
Yeah, I'd rather stay than in a hotel, actually.
I hated that last night, you know, being separated from Bertie and he's off on a low loader somewhere, we are us.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking, bloody hell. And we are in garages, first time we slept in a garage. Well, just outside the garage.
I've just had my hair done. I've just...
Yeah, we know that, love.
And
Filmed it.
I know that, and I've dyed my eyebrows.
Oh, you dyed your eyebrows?
Yeah.
What else you dyed?
No, just my eyebrows.
Just your eyebrows, that's good. So we're just waiting for garage owner for a part coming for the gearbox, and it's hopefully coming this morning. So we don't know for definite what's happening today. We need to know because we need to book a hotel for tonight, if not. But, get this, we have had a telephone call from Enterprise, from insurance. Do we want a hire car? I think they're feeling sorry for us or something. So they've offered us a hire car for 48 hours now.
I go to any hotel now.
Just an update on our adventure, because it changes every 10 minutes in our life, doesn't it, Zoe? Because that's how we rock and roll. We're currently outside a cafe now, with us bags again. We've been here before, it's like deja vu, isn't it? And the part still hasn't come for the motorhome yet. They're saying it will be at some point today. So we're going to have to book a hotel tonight. So you have rung for the hire car, haven't you, Zoe?
Yeah, I'm getting a hire car.
And what's happening with hire car?
They're coming here to pick us up and take us to the branch for the hire car.
Whoa, that's brilliant news. All paid for?
Yeah.
That's right, good.
Yeah.
That's right, good, that now.
Just to pay for hotel.
So it's all paid for, so we had the taxi paid for last night, and now we've got a hire car paid for to say that we're not covered, that they said we were covered, but it turns out we're not covered, but they're going to cover us anyway because they spoke to us on phone and said we were covered when we weren't covered. Anyway, we're having breakfast out in this cafe now, so it's all good. All good in the end, isn't it, Zoe? You see, I know how to spoil you.
We can have an
more you want.
adventure. We can
You
go
were
anywhere we
panicking.
want.
You were
today.
panicking last night thinking we were sleeping in that field.
Yeah.
And I said, no, it'll be fine, you'll be fine. And you said, no, we won't. We can't get a taxi and we're sleeping in Malvern Field. And here we are, in sat it sun. I've taken you out for a meal.
Yeah, got breakfast ordered.
I'm giving you a car. What do you want? Lydia looked after you are. You're not putting sugar in that.
I am.
You haven't. It don't taste sweet.
It's probably because you're immune to sugar.
Immune to sugar? How can you get immune to sugar?
Because you have it that much, you don't realise.
Yeah?
Yeah. You need it sweeter and sweeter.
Yeah. That's closest we've ever been to sleeping out streets, that last night.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
You were getting a bit touch and go, weren't it?
When we got there, when the gates were locked.
Well,
I
there were
started
trouble
to
with Field.
panic.
We were stuck in Field on Malvern, and it's getting a taxi that'll come and take dogs. As we know, they just don't like taking them. Unfortunately, the insurance came through in the end
Yeah.
because they weren't going to, were they?
No.
So
It's
we were
only 'cause
pretty
they'd
lucky.
messed it up.
Yeah, and they left it till last minute before it all came out that we weren't covered. And then left us with little chance to get it sorted. We didn't even know we weren't going with van until he picked it up at 5 o'clock last night. Just been picked up, haven't we, guys? And we're at Enterprise now to pick a car up. I think they've got us a Corsa. How good is this? So, this is the new Bertie bus for a couple of days. An insignia. Ooh, look at this, Zoe. That's what you used to have, your old car,
Right, it is,
isn't it? Apart from yours are a bit older than this one. Happy days. Right, get this, everybody. You ready for this? Zoe is driving. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's no fuel.
We'll have to go and get some then.
I know, but it's on rock bottom. We're gonna run out of fuel here.
Kit car though, it's nice, isn't it, this, Zoe?
Yeah.
Nice car.
Cheers.
Dogs are settled in back, look. Alright, Bodie. Millie's there, look. We're good to go, they said. Where are we going? Where are we going, Zoe? Who knows? Can you remember how to drive?
Not really.
Don't we feel low down in this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not...
Right, when I was sit up here, I think I see in the entire room.
Is it? It's because we're so used to motorhome.
I know.
So
being
high up
higher
and a
up,
big
it
screen, and now this is a little bit weird, isn't it?
feels like I'm in a sports car.
Whoa, just not a sports car, Zoe. Don't get it on two wheels.
There's no cap on it. I think I just push
You just push it straight in, love. Gosh, it's scary at driving. I'm in a cold sweat here. Bloody hell. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
Lifted your seat up a little bit. Yeah, we're good. What you need is some green peas on, love.
Want some green peas? Why, you want some peas for tea?
No, green peas. What you put on the car, you know, when you just passed your test.
Oh, I thought you meant peas for... You wanted some peas for your tea?
No, I meant green peas on... Oh, God. Where are we going now?
I'm just booking the hotel.
God, you're scaring me.
I'm scaring myself.
Oh. Can we check in yet, love?
I'm going to check in soon.
Okay, Mum.
What?
You just said I'm going to check in, son.
Check in soon.
You didn't say that, you check in, son. Not your, well, I'm young, I'm young enough to be your son, obviously.
Yeah, I'd swear, I'd say. But I'm not.
Okay, Mum, go check in. Our favourite place, Travelodge. Can't beat it. It's a lot dearer this time though, isn't it, Zoe? Than last time we came here.
No.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pity we're not covered for this.
Yeah, we're not covered.
We got a hire car instead, didn't we?
We're not covered for this bit. We've done well out of insurance, let's be honest to say.
Yeah, we can't complain.
This is his room, isn't it, Zoe?
Yeah.
Buddy's made himself comfortable as usual.
I'm just panicking a bit because
Oh no.
I don't know what happened with Khaki.
Khaki's here, love.
Oh, phew.
Well,
Wow.
don't lose bloody khaki. I've had khaki. Yeah, this is. Oh, look at me in the mirror. Oh, just going out for his tea, aren't we, love?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out for his tea because you're not going to get out here, are you?
No.
So, we're going to go and treat you for a 2-for-1.
No,
Okay.
you don't.
Yeah, I am.
What I want.
2-for-1, Zoe.
I'm gonna have a bloody steak, I am.
2-for-1. Do you know what that is? You order one meal, yeah, and then I eat it. So really, effectively, you're only paying for one meal when you could have been paying for two. It's 2-for-1 offer.
Alright, you do that, and I'll just have some wine and get drunk.
You know the best thing about hotels, though, that I find?
What?
The fact you can just go and shower for as long as you want.
Well, I do that in Nottingham.
Oh, it's so good. Well, I know you do that well. We know that, don't we? Now it's coming out, isn't it? So that's why we've never gone in bloody water in Motorola. Zoe, you're kind of glowing a little bit here. What's going on?
Flush.
A what?
Flush.
Flush.
Hot flush.
A hot flush. What's that then? What?
John,
Can't hear ya.
camera, I'm hot.
I'm not sure whether your face is just red because it's a reflection of your bloody hair. Or you've actually gone
I've
red.
had hot flushes today.
Hot flushes.
I
Menopause.
need to go outside.
Menopause.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going outside, it's cold.
Boiling.
Hey? Good morning from Stafford. Alright, weren't you last night in the hotel? No, not really, because we were woken up with strumming trees or something outside. Weren't we? Yeah, noisy all night anyway. So we're going to have breakfast, aren't we? And it's Wednesday now, and we've had some good news. The van is ready. It's been repaired. So we're going to take the hire car back, and they're going to drop us back off again at garage to pick Bertie up. A bit more money than we thought it was going to cost us. So yeah, we've got Bertie back, but you know, it's not long since we spent a fortune on him to have gearbox done, and now this is nearly as much again. So we've spent quite a lot of money on Bertie in the last 4 or 5 weeks, haven't we? And we just can't afford to keep this up, can we? It's going to put Europe back in jeopardy again. You know, we keep trying to save us money up for Europe.
We're still going abroad.
Oh, you're confident. Oh, here she is, just a minute. Go on.
We're still going abroad, John. We're not cancelling that again. No way.
Can't afford to keep this up, Zoe.
Hopefully it'll be alright now.
But the problem is, it's costing us such a lot of money for the time we've only had him. What, for 5 months?
5 months, yeah.
And we spent a fortune on him already.
No.
God, I'm virtually rebuilding it. We've had gearbox done, we've had clutch done, now we're having this actuator done. You know what I mean?
Fridge were faulty, but it's alright.
Fridge were
now.
faulty, that's worked itself out. We've had to buy a new microwave for it.
Yeah,
Everything's conking out on it.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. I When we bought this van, it only got 12,000 miles on clock. I thought we got an absolute gem. It got all service history on it and everything, and we've had nothing but trouble with it. It's falling to bits. I'm hoping this is the last thing.
So.
You know, because I can't afford to keep this up, so.
No.
You're talking chunks of money every time. And this is coming out of our savings, and we've only got so much savings, so we're a little bit stressed this morning about it all.
Yeah,
We don't have an endless pot.
I know.
We'll just work. We're gonna end up working next year. That's it. We can't afford to do this.
John. Yeah.
I think, yes, I still think, okay, we'll still go to Europe, but we will have to work or do something next year, I think.
Can't do that. We'll enjoy it.
Just can't afford. Just can't afford to keep this up.
Yeah, well, it's one of them things. I'm only 52. Can't work.
Is that how old you are? Whoa. 52, Zoe, is that what you said?
It's
not what you told me.
I'm looking
You told me you were 42 and I believed you. Whoa.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because I look younger, don't I, than that? Yeah.
But we're still smiling. Just. Van's being repaired.
Let's go for his breakfast. I'm starving.
We're going to have breakfast, aren't we, regardless? Because, well, we can't. We've got no motor home every 8 minutes till we're going to pick him back up again. So, fingers crossed. Bertie's back. And this is Captain's Commercials. Look at that lorry. And this is the garage. Captain's Commercials. And there's Zoe. Hey Zoe, you waving? We've got Bertie back.
Yeah.
Onwards and upwards, girl.
Hopefully everything will be alright now.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the problem that we've had. I'll just show you. It is the clutch actuator. That's the old one. And apparently it's that changes the gears, and it's absolutely rock solid. Isn't it? But what he's just been saying to his mechanic, he says, because Bertie's been stood such a long time in the field before we bought him, water's gotten in here, because that's bolted to the side of the engine, water's got into here, and inside here's electronics, and it's knackered it all up and it's all seized up. So it's not been changing gear properly.
We've got Bertie back, haven't we, John?
Yeah, finally.
Phew.
Let's hope.
Fingers crossed now, nothing else goes wrong.
Let's hope, love.
Yeah. Phew. So we're just on his way to coast for a bit in this nice sunshine.
It all makes sense now, doesn't it? And it's like mechanics said, all jigsaw pieces have now fitted. So the clutch burnt out, as you know, and we were questioning on such low mileage why the clutch had burnt out, didn't we?
Yeah.
He took the gearbox out and the gearbox was fine. The first time we went into garage, we changed the transmission oil, so we thought it might have been that originally. But like the mechanics just said, if the actuator was at fault from the beginning, it's that changes your gears. And he seems to think if it's sticking or been sticking, it's been creating friction on our clutch, and it's not been disengaging properly or been slow to disengage, which has caused the clutch to burn out because it's been sticking. So, and he thinks, again, coming back to the fact that Bertie's been stood in a field, it caused so much damage to him that water's got into the back of the actuator box, as we've shown you, got into the electronics and knackered it up. Now we're driving it all the time, it should be alright because it's not stood anywhere long enough. But that actuator's originally caused the problem, but it's like the garage says, they could have changed the actuator and the van being fine, he says, but then clutch would have gone because clutch was worn out and clutch was slipping. So he says you would have still had to have it back in to have clutch done, and gearbox would have still had to be checked out. He says he would have come back round to the same situation whichever way we'd have done it. Do you know what I mean? We've just done it this way now, we've had clutch done, gearbox, then actuator. So he says there were no point in changing actuator to start off with because it weren't for definite that was the fault. So now it's all sorted out. No reason now. Anything to go wrong.
That's a good look.
Right, we're going to leave this vlog here then, Zoe.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it on a happy note, sort of.
Yeah, because we've got Bertie back.
We've got Bertie back, yay! Bertie's on the road. Things can only be on the up, or can it? We're going to end vlog here, and I hope you tune in to our next one to find out, one, where we are off to, because we're going to a happy place, I think, because we need a little bit of time out, don't we, Zoe?
Yeah, we're going to one of his favourite places.
So tune in to find out where that is, and plus also tune in to the fact that I've had 2 warning lights come up on the dashboard. They've gone off now. I think I've sorted one, unsure. But yeah, stay tuned to find out what my 2 warning lights are that have come up on the dash. So it never rains but it pours, as always with us. So we think we're in the clear and then we're not. So stay tuned. Keep smiling, Zoe. Keep smiling, we're going. We're on the road.
Bye. Bye.
How long? I don't know.